Yo Leute, willkommen zu einem neuen Video. Heute der neue F125 Gameplay-Trailer. Was werden wir Neues sehen jetzt hier? Classic-Cars, irgendwie angeteased, irgendwelche anderen Features. Wir reagieren erstmal drauf auf den vollen Trailer. Dann werden wir auseinandernehmen das Ding ein bisschen jetzt hier wieder. Deswegen, aber wir verlosen F125 Iconic Edition an euch, Leute. Noch bis Freitag jetzt hier in der Videobeschreibung gerne mal verlinkt, einmal reingucken. Gewinnspiel könnt ihr gewinnen. Nächste Woche auf YouTube hier auch nochmal zu finden. Übernächste Woche auf Twitch. Deswegen gerne ein Abo dalassen. Hier bei YouTube, bei TikTok, bei Twitch. Könnt ihr gewinnen, das Spiel kostenlos. Wir schauen jetzt rein, viel Spaß mit der Folge. Ich bin sehr, sehr gehypt, was wir Neues erfahren nochmal irgendwie jetzt hier. Wir gehen rein in den Trailer. Let's go.
Welcome to the first look at EA Sports F125 gameplay. I'm Matt Gallagher.
And I'm Alex Jakes.
We've got a ton to explore today, Alex. I haven't seen anything yet, but I've heard there's plenty of exciting stuff lined up.
Absolutely. We've got brand new reverse racing. It is going to be a blast to commentate on.
Let's jump right in. All right, let's pick our team and driver for the first lap.
We've gone for Haas and we've gone for Oliver Behrman. Not a bad shout.
I'm ready for this one, and you need to be ready as well. We're taking a lap around Austria in reverse. Alex, you've done a lot of commentary, but not in reverse.
Mad, geil.
No, this is going to be a unique challenge, Matt. I'm not nervous at all.
Well, nerves or no nerves, Alex, take us through this.
Here come the lights. We're going the right way round.
Hart.
We're underway and heading to the final corner of the racetrack first. How strange is this? As we go racing with Ollie Behrman into the final turn. And this is going to change things entirely. Will we get through? Everyone cleanly through. We're climbing the hill into the Jochen-Rindt curb. But this is completely alien stuff, Matt.
So the studio wanted to spread their efforts to deliver value for players across the board. Reverse tracks allow EA to deliver something a bit more light-hearted, a bit different like we're seeing right now.
It's a lot of fun because now we're climbing the hill. Turn 7 and 8 normally have now turned into a really fast chicane. This is still a great overtaking opportunity. And Ollie Behrman's showing us that.
So changing the race line and wear throughout the race is complex. EA manages 2 versions of each track in one file to account for track wear and wet weather drying. It's not just about reversing direction here.
Oh, this is a scary corner, but it's going to get even scarier because instead of climbing up, we're plunging downhill. Not to turn 1, but to the final turn on the racetrack. Look at how quick this is, with no escape on the outside if you get it wrong. Can Behrman make another place? He can. Super move. Super racetrack. Brilliant.
Alex, my brain is fried. What have we just watched?
It is a completely different challenge, isn't it? But that's really fun.
Right, swiftly on to Miami. You'll be glad to know, Alex, this one is the right way around. An all-new LiDAR-scanned track to bring the true experience to the game.
I'm liking the sound of that. Let's see what it looks like on board. And it's Oscar Piastri heading into the first turn. Been fortunate enough to attend this race on a couple of occasions. And the detail, not only on track, but around the stadium section, really impressive stuff. Stuff that you'd only know if you'd been there. Amazing.
So the accuracy is because of the LiDAR. It gives billions of data points, and also by matching the LiDAR data, the sense of speed would also translate closer to what a driver would experience on track.
We've even got the cable car on the left-hand side. I love it. But as we come down to the braking zones, this is what's going to make the difference when you are behind the wheel and being passed by Lando Norris initially. Over the bumps, which curbs can you use? Which curbs do you need to avoid? Absolutely crucial. Certainly at corners like this, as we climb the hill, some you have to avoid, some you have to take, like that one on the apex of the chicane.
So LiDAR enhances track realism by capturing details like elevation and curb height. You could just see when we were on board there, the way the car was bouncing around and compressing. It's brilliant stuff.
And we're going all the way to the end now. Here we go with Oscar Piastri. We're going to get the bumps into the braking zone. How much speed can he take through here? Final corner of the last lap. Stadium is ahead of us, but we're heading to the checkered flag. And Oscar Piastri comes over the line to win again and to punch the air.
Absolutely
Geiler Curb schon mal, muss ich sagen.
Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Well done, everybody. Massively deserved.
That's a nice touch, isn't it? Oscar Piastri in the flesh.
Yeah, his actual team radio included in the game.
Off to the podium we go now. Loving that from the podium.
Das
And
gebe ich
off
eh
we
immer.
are. This is looking like a massive step
Radio ein
up.
bisschen neu, ja.
So using Valve Index base
Aber
stations and a
Karriere dann ein
Vive
bisschen,
tracker
oder
mounted onto a
Grand Prix.
camera rig, EA took the existing podium cutscene animations in Motion Builder and used a plugin which allowed EA to record the tracking data from the Vive tracker. So this gave EA the natural movement that would be expected when a camera operator is reacting to events unfolding in front of them. Hence the step up.
It sounds like so much work has gone into it. Now
Ja.
to Silverstone we go.
Mit Pitstop diesmal. Okay, wäre da was Neues vielleicht?
with a pit stop.
Sie schreiben
Bring
Pitstop.
this on.
Was gibt's
I'm
da
really
Neues
looking forward to
eventuell?
seeing what this place looks like. The wrong way round. We're
Kamera ist
chasing
geil.
down Fernando
Hasse
Alonso
die.
on board with Isaac Hadjar, and we're going the wrong way round through Luffield Corner, heading into Brooklands, and that is going to make the next part of the track scary quick.
It's learning a completely different track the wrong way around. My brain can't really compute what's going on, but we're in the slipstream of Alonso, Alex.
Okay, we're heading into what would normally be the opening corners. This is now a massive overtaking opportunity. This is so strange, you know.
Das ist
An
verrückt.
iconic circuit, the home of British motor racing, and we're going completely the wrong way round. In fact, we're going into the pit lane right now. Scrub off the speed, and we head into the Silverstone pit lane,
Ist das
past the
komisch.
iconic wing, which is now on our left-hand side. Still getting used to all of this, and it's a straight pit stop
Okay, jetzt nach
race.
links reinfahren.
Hadjar versus
Gut.
Alonso. In goes
Okay, neues
Alonso, and now
Einturnen,
we're hitting
bisschen.
our marks. Can we jump him here?
Trotzdem gleiches Prinzip.
The turn-in was optimal. We hit our marks. Can we beat the Aston Martin out? No! Fernando Alonso has
relativ
done
gleich.
us. He's kept position.
Kein selber fahren in der
Intrigued to
Box
see what
irgendwie,
this
ne?
next bit's like, though, because it is so tight in real life, and it's now the
Auch mal-
pit
auch mal cool
exit.
gewesen.
We've barely got any room to
werden erst
use.
jetzt
Get
freigelassen.
rid of the
Ja, jetzt
limiter.
wieder.
Here we go, flat to the floor, and rejoin, heading into Stowe Corner. But it's now a left-hander, and Alonso's getting away from us.
Ah, phenomenal stuff. So the garages in the pit lane have a
Also,
totally
meine
new
schlechte
layer
KI,
comprising
die
of
wir
all
müssen
bays,
weg.
pit purchase, crew, floor decals, garage
Ich find
signage,
Batterie
pit
einsetzen
limits
ein
and
bisschen komisch
exit
noch
lights.
gerade.
Everything had to
Sie
face
erkennt
the
sich so
other
nicht, wenn die
direction
Racing
and be
Drift-
ordered differently.
Ob es dann andere
Oh
aussieht, schwer
my
zu erkennen dann
word.
wieder.
Beckett's, then Maggots. Unbelievable combination, still brilliant, even in
Cups wirkt
reverse.
erstmal geiler.
And we're heading to Cops Corner. Are we going to go around the outside?
Gefühl, muss man
Hang
schauen.
on right now.
Come on!
Oh, what a move
vorbei.
that is. Amazing.
This is absolutely brilliant to watch. I think this track will actually be one of the most difficult ones to learn.
Totally agree, Matt. We are now off to Bahrain. We have another LiDAR track, and it means that you can see things like the fan zone that's there in real life on the left-hand side. And we're trailing, following Gabriel Bortoletto down to the first turn. There's always bumps down there at the first turn. You
Zeig
can
mal
see
her.
the suspension is working away as he locks up. He's chasing Carlos Sainz up the hill.
That's feeling very recent in the memory
Wirkt ein bisschen-
Bahrain Grand Prix
wirkt ein bisschen
as we head
flüssiger.
slightly up the hill. The track's undulation is very
Natürlicher.
apparent now and feels authentic overall, especially when you reach turn 5. You get that great
Perspektive ist
wow
mal kacke
moment
irgendwie, ne?
because you really get to see and feel the elevation as a whole.
Das wirkt geiler, das wirkt
The
geiler.
fast stuff
Auch
is
von den
where
Proportionen
LiDAR really
irgendwie her.
comes into its own. Big
Und die
direction
Curbs
change is
wirken nicht so
completely
tödlich auf
accurate.
einmal.
And now we're at turn 8. We're getting closer to the Williams in front.
Speaking of accurate, representation of the sandy and desert terrain verges in terms of slope and natural formations. The accuracy is just unmatched. We head into turn 10 now, known for its challenging downhill braking zone. That's also been replicated so that players will get to experience the precise elevation drop and tricky off-camber corner entry, giving them a true-to-life driving experience.
Oh, it's Lock-Up City. Turn 10.
Okay, interessant. Man
Absolutely
merkt also
love
auch
it.
dieses
And now
Runterfahren,
the
diese
climb begins
Gegebenheiten,
again
wenn man runter
into the
hochfährt,
fast
an
stuff.
Aerodynamik dann.
With Bortoletto leaning on every bump. 13 is such a tricky
Alle
corner.
Curbs
Look at the
sind tiefer
suspension
geworden, ne?
working away as he climbs the curb now. And he's chasing all the way to the end of a very familiar racetrack with its abrasive tarmac.
Das sind alles
And
Platten
it's
geworden
low
auf einmal,
grip,
Curbs.
it's high abrasion, and is lining up right now for a great chance
Aber
to
sieht cool
overtake
aus.
the Williams ahead.
Vom Verhalten erstmal her.
There's the rear wing element going up, and the Brazilian driver continues to chase on to Suzuka. Yes, please.
Weiterfahren, ja, denke
Absolutely
ich schon, ne?
adore this racetrack.
Suzuka
And
auch
we
gescannt
are
worden.
about
Bin
to
gespannt
find
drauf jetzt
ourselves
hier.
doing an attacking lap.
Die Curbs sind mal sehr assi. Oh, sieht mal geil aus. Hä? Der Wagen sieht sehr geil aus, von der Look her.
This is turn 1 at high
Okay,
speed.
okay,
And we're working our way into the S's. Look at that on the left-hand side. We got the cherry blossoms. Wonderful.
Beautiful as well. We've got the pink Alpine of Jack
Strecken
Doohan. It's
Gegebenheiten, ne?
all just working out beautifully into the first sector.
Untergrund
One of
anders.
the most iconic sets of corners in the entire Formula One calendar. You can feel the car moving around, compressing. It's just brilliant.
Into the Degners.
Ja.
Through the first one. Through the second one. And we're gaining all the
anders aus,
time on
einmal.
Yuki Tsunoda. The dive bomb! The Kobayashi dive bomb move
Hilfe.
from Jack Doohan. How
Aber ein bisschen
about
breiter,
it?
oder?
Excellent
Kommt das so vor?
stuff. I'm loving this racetrack with all of the details around here. Spoon Corner is next. Fans watching from the side. More cherry blossom. And around this racetrack, it really is a beautiful place to come.
Spot the cherry blossom is the game we're playing at the moment. We're in the slipstream of Alex Albon. It's looking beautiful. How's 130R going to be? Albon wants to move.
That is a dangerous place to try and overtake. He couldn't make the pass. How about the iconic chicane? Made famous by Prost and Senna. The big wheel on the left-hand side. It's an amazing view from that, by the way. It's an amazing view on board with Jack Doohan as we go across the line. My word, does Suzuka look great? We've gained another place on the way to turn number 1. What a great racetrack. I love that place.
Heading to Australia we go now for the Grand Prix, the first race of the season it was this year. And look at that, raining in Melbourne. It's a LiDAR scan track once again, so look for the accuracy. You can see it's a very unique track. It has road markings on it, and you best believe the LiDAR has scanned it all.
I'm so relieved it has, because that is going to make things extra tricky. That is going to provide you with the same challenges that the drivers themselves experience. And I love that we've got the wet conditions, just like we saw for the real thing earlier in the year, as we go past the stadium section now on the right-hand side.
So the building's placement, which you'll see around the track, is probably the biggest change, with the proportions of the pit buildings being accurate now, as well as all of the bridges and gantries around the track being correct.
So ist Endlich, oder?
To see it. Lean on the curb on the way out. Little bit of a correction there as we went over the markings. This is the flat-out section now. Changed a couple of years ago. We're going up through the gears. This is such a high-speed change of direction. The fast chicane. How brave are you feeling through here? Gaining so much time, and another great overtaking opportunity. We're chasing down Liam Lawson. This place looking fantastic, even though it's pouring with rain.
Oh, we're going to go for a move down the inside of Lawson. Beautiful stuff, and you'll see all around this circuit, as it is a street circuit technically, every barrier has been replaced with the correct height and proportion versions, as well as all the colours and materials being updated.
A brilliant place to go racing, a wonderful crowd, and now the most accurate version of Albert Park we have ever seen. The car moving around so much in the rain as well, as we go over the line again, chasing down Lewis Hamilton for 8th position at Albert Park. Carlos Sainz making his way through.
Right, last one for today, and it is Zandvoort. As you can see, the entire start grid has had to be replaced on the opposite side of the start straight. In real life, this isn't even a consideration, and might not be able to fit all the cars.
This is going to be amazing, because it's a banked first turn. Look at this. This place is mad enough.
Hier Preisgeld für die und so weiter, Leute.
This is epic going backwards. We're now into the stadium section.
Liga.
Oh, spot your apex here. Where is it?
I tell you what, I'm really enjoying this version of Zandvoort. It's going to get quicker and quicker now. And there's a good overtaking opportunity coming our way. I mean, we're already ahead, so don't worry about it too much. On board with George Russell, snaking our way through, and then it's going to get super quick again. I quite like it this way round.
Yeah, I think it's going to get even more chaotic now as we head through this left-hander, missing the apex ever so slightly, and this corner here, banked uphill, here we go.
I'm going to speak to the organisers. I think this is the way forward. This is so quick, and it now means that the original turn 3 is going to be no runoff at all. And banked as well.
Ah, phenomenal stuff. How is turn 1 in real life going to fare for the driver here? The last corner.
Yeah,
Sehr gespannt auf keinen Reinschmeißen.
That is so good. All right, Zandvoort, we've got a few ideas for the Grand Prix.
It's not over until it's over. Okay, great job.
I feel like that reaction would have been absolutely his reaction going round Zandvoort backwards, to be honest with you. Players can actually expect over 1,000 radio messages across the game from real-life races. That was a lot of fun, Alex. A great look, an insight into F1 25. How did you find it?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. I'm loving that reverse track feature.
Make sure you go and pre-order F1 25 now.
Okay. Wir schauen mal ein bisschen detaillierter rein. So. Wir stehen jetzt hier falsch rum drinne. Ich fand beim HUD, muss ich sagen, das Überholen anzumachen, da erkenne ich gerade wenig, ob es an ist oder nicht. Weil das sieht man nicht richtig. Da leuchtet keine Batterie richtig auf. Es ist nur unten ein bisschen das Overtake ein klein bisschen am Leuchten, bis auf 8 ein bisschen gleich. Ansonsten, hart ist Gewöhnungssache, ganz klare Sache. Die Lichter sind ein bisschen anders, ne?
Here come the lights. We're going the wrong way round. How strange is this?
KI ist halt die Frage, sah jetzt ein bisschen besser aus vom ersten Gefühl, muss dagegen kämpfen halt ein bisschen, ne? Ich weiß, welche Stärke das jetzt war von der KI. Sah trotzdem relativ einfach aus. Aber, ja, es steht weiter, wenn du drückst. Hier war Überhol kurz an, ne? So, hat das Batterie aus. Jetzt hat er kurz an. Jetzt ist an, Batterie. Das ist jetzt gerade an. Für mich sehe ich jetzt zu wenig, dass die gerade am Laufen ist. Wisst ihr, was ich meine? Jetzt ist die gerade an. Jetzt ist die aus, jetzt ist die an. Wisst ihr? Da fehlt mir ein bisschen irgendwie so... Aber unten ist ein bisschen das Rot, gelb, ne? Beim Helm. Man sieht, der Helm, das wäre der Helm gewesen. Man sieht besser beim Helm, dass es noch gelb ist, okay. Okay, da sieht man ein bisschen was Kleines. Gasly kleiner Wegrutscher da vorne gegen Hülkenberg, okay. Was macht der da? Fällt mal links, rechts? Hülkenberg greift an, Alonso auch mal jetzt auf der Innenseite, okay. Die gehen zu dritt, White jetzt da rein. Oh, macht fast einen Fehler, der Hülkenberg, okay. Gasly außen, sticht zurück.
So the studio wanted to spread their efforts to deliver value for players across the board. Reverse tracks allow EA to deliver something a bit more.
Und die KI hält dagegen noch ein bisschen. Das sieht ganz gut aus bisher, ein bisschen die KI. Weil auch in echt sind die Fahrer ja nicht so am hektischen Bewegungen machen, sondern eher manchmal so smooth Sachen. Und das sieht auch ein bisschen eher danach aus manchmal, als dass man so fahren kann. Weil sonst im 24er war es immer nur OP, so reinzuschmeißen die Wegen. Ich glaube, kein Hotlap. Ja, kann auch möglich sein, ja. Ist ein Rennmoment ein bisschen, ja. Hier ist breiter, oder? Die Phase hier? Oder kommt es nur so vor, dass hier ein bisschen mehr Zone ist? Die Kurve geht anders hier rum. Realistisch, jawohl. Wie sie anfühlen, ist in die Frage natürlich. Und hier auch. Das wirkt jetzt hier ein bisschen länger, fast würde ich schon sagen, der Bereich jetzt hier. Reifen sind recht warm, ne? Ist auch halt Bahrain bei Tag. Ja, da werden sie mal 80 Grad, die Reifen hier. Ist ja Bahrain bei voller Sonne, ist realistisch. Ja, 90 Grad, linke Seite, okay, ja. Also, ich habe ja gesagt, mal vorhin zum Satz eben jetzt hier, Leute, wenn man bergab fährt, wird man es auch merken von Downforce und so weiter halt dann, ne? So wie es echt sein soll. Mal gucken, was es auch jetzt viel sagen können sie halt dann, ne? Wir müssen auch schauen, wie es sich anfühlt.
Turn 10, absolutely love it. And now the climb begins again into the fast stuff with Bortoleto leaning on every bump. 13 is such a tricky.
Okay, die Reifen werden sehr warm hier, ist auch richtig dann so. Wirkt alles sehr gut. Auch hier rumfahren, das fand ich immer, hier fahren die immer, vom Handling her ist sehr schlecht irgendwie im 24er Teil, die Kurve. Da springt er jetzt rein. Aber wie gibt der denn bitte Gas hier komplett, oder? Ah ne, gut, der gibt nicht Vollgas, okay. Aber der Exit sah sehr gut aus. The physics, handling and sound shown in the video will make or break the pre-orders.
She is just unmatched. We head in.
Great chance.
Hier ist nochmal.
Around iconic corners. With the LiDAR, more accurate than they have ever been before. This is turn 1 at high speed, and we're working our way into the S's. Look at that on the left-hand side. We got the cherry blossoms. Wonderful.
Beautiful as well.
Ja, der Sound ist halt die Frage, ne?
See around the track is probably the biggest change, with the proportions of the pit buildings being accurate now, as well as all of the bridges and gantries around the track being correct.
I love to see it.
Ich würde gerne Ferrari hören, weil die haben es echt verkackt gehabt im 24er, muss ich sagen.
And also, by matching the LiDAR data, the sense of speed would also translate closer to what a driver would experience on track.
We've even got the cable car on the left-hand side. I love it. But as we come down to the braking zones, this is what's going to make the difference when you are behind the wheel and being passed by Lando Norris initially over the bumps, which...
Ja, Sound müssen wir nochmal in-game ein bisschen analysieren. Der Haas hatte den Sound. Oh.
First tracks allow EA to deliver something...
Nee, oder?
And this is going to
Nee, warte mal.
change things.
Das ist der Ferrari-Sound dann.
Final round. We're underway and heading to the final corner of the racetrack first. How strange is this? As we go racing with Ollie Behrman into the final turn. And this is going to change things entirely. Will we get through?
Seid mal leise, ich will den Scheiß-Sound hören. Ich glaube, das ist der gleiche Scheiß-Sound, oder?
Everyone cleanly through. We're climbing the hill into the Jochen-Rinck curb, but this is completely alien stuff, Matt.
So the studio wanted to spread their efforts to deliver value for players across the board. Reverse tracks allow EA to deliver something a bit more light-hearted, a bit different like we're seeing right now.
It's a lot of fun, because now we're
Nee, Ticken anders vielleicht, aber da fehlt mir die Emotion irgendwie. Ich weiß nicht.
climbing the hill. Turn 7 and 8, normally, have now turned into
Der ist so elektronisch.
a really fast chicane. This is still a great...
Der schreit nicht so schön. Klar, kein V10 Sound, kein V8 Sound, aber das klingt so unspektakulär. Ist das wieder der Sound? Ich hoffe, den patchen die
overtaking opportunity. And Ollie Behrman showing us that.
So changing the race line and wear throughout the race is complex. EA manages 2 versions of each...
Nee, den modde ich doch dann wieder. Ist wieder ein Staubsauger. Ist doch wieder ein Staubsauger da. Muss ich wieder modden den Sound? Mal gucken. Ach, Mann. Mercedes Sinclair?
Apex here, where is it?
I tell you what, I'm really enjoying this version of Zandvoort. It's going to get quicker and quicker now, and there's a good overtaking opportunity coming our way. I mean, we're already ahead, so don't worry about it too much. On board.
Finde ich trotzdem fast schon besser als den Ferrari gerade hier, also den Haas-Motor. Also, Sounds... Da müssen sie meines Erachtens mal ran, irgendwie ein bisschen. Das muss emotionaler ein bisschen werden. Ich weiß, die Autos sind mittlerweile ein bisschen schlechter vom Sound her, aber trotzdem klingen die immer noch nach was. Wer mal beim Grand Prix war in der Formel 1, der weiß, dass die nicht so klingen, oder? Ja! Warum nicht so? Warum nicht so? Du verstehst nicht. Kopiert doch den einfach. Nehmt den auf mit dem iPhone oder irgendwas. Halt ein iPhone daneben, bei der YouTube-Aufnahme oder ladet es runter per MP3. Hier, Link kopieren, nehmen, runterladen, ins Spiel reinpacken. Warum nicht so? Da werde ich sauer. Wie klingt der Ferrari jetzt hier? Ferrari F1 24. Ist das ein neuer Sound? Ich weiß nicht, ne? Ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß es einfach nicht. Warum, was ist daran so schwer? Es gibt, also, es ist ja nicht mal immer so, dass man den Sound nicht weiß, wie er klingt. Man weiß genau, wie er klingt. Man kann ihn theoretisch genau nachbauen, bestimmt mittlerweile, mit KI oder irgendwas. Warum macht man ihn dann nicht so? Warum? Warum muss das so eine Tröte sein? Versteh's nicht. Versteh's einfach nicht. Ist das so hart, so schwer zu programmieren? Schreibt gerne einen Kommentar, Leute. Lasst gerne ein Abo und Like da. Macht gerne mit an den Gewinnspielen. F1 25 verlosen wir gerade an euch hier. 3-mal sogar die Iconic Edition. Deswegen gerne Infobox beigucken. Diese Woche TikTok, nächste Woche YouTube hier. Übernächste Woche auf Twitch unterwegs. Deswegen gerne überall voll da lassen. Für Gewinnspiele immer auch wieder. Andere Spiele, Preisgelder, einfach Giveaways mit Guthaben und so weiter und so fort. Immer wieder können wir was gewinnen hier. Alle Einnahmen, die reinkommen, durch YouTube-Einnahmen, durch Twitch-Einnahmen, durch TikTok-Einnahmen und so weiter, kriegt ihr ja immer wieder zurück. Deswegen gerne rankommen, nutzt das dann auch gerne hier und seid dann mit dabei. Zockt gerne mit bei den besten Open-Lobbys der Welt. Auch einfach 25 werden wir viel reinzocken zusammen dann. Die besten Open-Lobbys öffnen auch da wieder eine Liga aufmachen. Wieder die CLR wird da richtig geil an den Start gehen. Und das wird auch sehr, sehr geil. Deswegen da Preisgeldturniere auch machen. Geile Minigames und so weiter und so fort. Deswegen gerne ein Abo da lassen, Leute. Bis zum nächsten Video. Haut rein und tschüss.